If you have anxiety, you don't have no confidence in yourself mentally, then this video is for you. I'm about to walk you through the steps that help me become more confident mentally in my day to day so it could bleed out in all of the areas in my life: business, dating, spiritually, everything. This is the simplest strategy, but it's the hardest to sustain, to have momentum over and over every single day. And that's pretty much everything to life. And I'm about to walk you through every single thing that helped me to become the best version of myself mentally. But obviously, I can always improve. I'm always getting better and better. But in this video, I'm gonna walk you through what helped me become more confident in my day to day so I can have more drive in all areas of my life and dominate this world. So, yeah, let's get into it. All right, people, quick disclaimer before I get into this. It does require a lot of discomfort. It does require for you to step out of your comfort zone in order to see results. And that's with everything in life. That's not just with this business. I mean, not business. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's not with whatever you do on your day to day, whatever it is. If you have a comfortable routine and you do it for 10 years, guess what? You did not grow any confidence because you were comfortable for those 10 years. And in order to become more confident mentally, it requires discomfort. It requires a lot of humiliation, a lot of a lot of it. But after you get it done, after you've been through it, you feel amazing. And the easier it is to keep going, the easier it is to do it over and over every single day. But like I said, it is hard to, get it off the bat the first week or two. But that's with anything in life. I could name the gym, the same thing, a new business, a relationship. It all requires that suffering, the uncomfortable situations, and then it just gets better. But yeah, let's get into this. And here's why, discomfort builds confidence. One, your body's in shock. It's craving. Like your body is made to survive. So you gotta realize your body is avoiding this discomfort so it can stay alive. But in order to trick your brain that, in order to change your mindset, is seeing it at a different way. Seeing as oh my God, here's my chance to fucking speak to get better. Or you could see it as, oh, here's my chance. Oh my God, no, no, no. Let me run away. Or you could be that guy and be comfortable and not know what you didn't take the risk, you wouldn't know what happened. So now if you took the risk and you knew what would happen, you will feel a lot better than overthinking it, than not taking the action and just going home and thinking about, man, what if I would have done it, man? What if I did this? What if that would have happened if I did it? But you don't really know because you didn't do it. You were too afraid. So that makes you less confident and it doesn't build your confidence up. And the more you do that on a daily basis, the less confident you are in real life. So, like I said, back to the beginning, I explained that discomfort always builds confidence, and it will. There's no other way around, including me. Like I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I want to feel amazing. That's why I'm not gonna do it. But naturally, our bodies are made like that. But we gotta trick our body. We gotta trick our brain into doing it to grow. And one thing that really, really helped me that I'm about to share with you guys. Let me move my camera so you can see, so I can see you guys better. But it requires, like, this right here helped me a lot. It's the hardest one in my opinion to get started because it requires a lot of discomfort. It requires a lot of balls. It requires a lot of judgment behind it. It destroys your rejection, your humiliation, your alert. Like, it's a different type of dopamine after you do this. And there's never I've done over, I want to say over 500. And I've never ever walked away feeling like, man, I wish I would have never done that. Man, I feel like shit. Every time I did one of these, approached a girl that I found attractive on the street, every time I did it, yes, at the beginning it was fucking awkward. It was discomfort. I didn't want to do it. My brain would tell me everything to avoid the situation. She's on their phone. She's with a friend. She's blah, 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 blah. A bunch of fucking bullshits. And the reason why your brain goes through all that is because back to the beginning phase, your brain is on survival mode and it thinks you're going into a new drive and you're trying to steal the king's girl or the ruler's girl away from him or whatever it is. That's why the more attractive she is, the more anxiety and discomfort you're gonna feel. But obviously, if you approach over and over and over really, really, really attractive women, you're gonna get you're gonna be what's the word? Sensitized. You're gonna like be numb to it, pretty much. And the reason why is that is because naturally your body thinks you're in wrong territory and it's thinking that you're gonna take away or you're attacking the king's wife or some shit. That's the whole reason why every dude gets anxiety from going up to a hot girl. Obviously showing intent, but obviously you could do the safe route where you could just go up to them and be like, "Yo, where's the nearest Starbucks?" Or just a compliment. Hey, by the way, I really like your shoes, but I gotta get going. Have a good day. Boom. You get the ball rolling, and now you say it. The next thing to get the ball moving forward is like, hey, excuse me, I was actually over there. Just give her my bad. I feel like I forget how to speak English. Statistics. You give her like actually what you're doing because you don't want to be random. You want to be like this pickup motherfucker. Like, oh my god, I want your number. What's up? You want to give her logistics of what you're doing in the moment. Like, hey, I was actually over here, looking for some rice, or I was actually over here going for a walk, but I saw you and I thought you were really cute. So, I had to come say hi. And boom, that builds even more discomfort. The more you stay in the situation, the more your brain is going crazy at the beginning. But after you've done it for so many times, every single day, you get numb to it, and the easier it is to do it over and over and over. You don't have this big hesitation because you have all this evidence that you've done it before, but your brain keeps telling you, "Oh, she's on her phone. Oh, she's busy. Oh, blah 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 blah." You get rid of all that shit because you have proof that you've done it before yourself, and it's easier to continue. But yeah, this right here, by far, it changed my life. It gave me more abundance. It made me more confident. It made me take risk. Like, I shit you not. Like, when I was doing this shit every single day for 30 days straight, I was blowing money. Like, I wasn't blowing money like a dumbass, but I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't like thinking about anything. I was just like, 8,000. All right, cool. Veneers 8,000. Veneers 13K. All right, cool. Like, I wasn't fucking like thinking like all this logical shit because my brain been through a lot throughout those few days that I literally rewired my brain to do. Don't even overthink shit. Just fucking take action. And every time I did one of these, I always feel it gives you like the triple dopamine that you get from when you get done working out or when you're drinking caffeine. Like, this shit wakes you the fuck up. But yes, it's uncomfortable. You got to get over the judgment. But if you do this shit every single day and you stick to it for so many years, you're nothing is gonna scare you in life. You can literally not give a fuck about nobody, and you will be so ready to take action in life. And this is what fucking changed me. And the other thing that also changed my life was also waking up early every single day because it's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to wake up early as shit. Your body's always waking up like, man, go back to sleep, man. Like, just snooze that shit. Like, your body's never ever gonna agree to you like, yeah, get up, get up. Yeah, I mean, you might have motivational days, but every single day you're not gonna feel motivated. Every single day you're gonna want to snooze. You want to. It feels uncomfortable, and you get shit done quicker. You realize that by 8 a.m. or 10 p.m. You already got a lot of things knocked out. You're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the world, and you're ready to dominate. So, and everything I'm going through, like I said, everything requires discomfort. It requires discomfort that you fucking hate. But after you do it for so many years, after you do it over and over and over, you'll get numb to it, and you start to realize, you start to feel different, you start moving different. You're like, man. And then you go a week without doing this shit, you go a month without doing this shit, you start to fall back into the matrix. You start to feel like, damn, like I used to be a dog. Like, what the fuck happened to me? And the thing that happened to you, you fell off. You stopped doing all this shit because you got comfortable. And this shit's happened to me, and it still happens to me, where I go from 5 to 6, and then I get comfortable with 6, and then I'm like, man, like I'm moody and shit. I stop approaching. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Like, and then I realize, I look back to my best days, performing days as a person, and that was when I was doing this shit. So you gotta wake up early. And another thing that changed me, and you don't have to be a fucking content creator. You don't have to be this motivational speaker on camera. It's just talking to the camera because it's uncomfortable. And it's the same thing with approaching. You get your self doubts, judgment about others. It feels uncomfortable, and you feel good right after doing it. And it's the same thing. Your brain is telling you like, don't do it. Like, oh my god, do it tomorrow. It tries to do everything to avoid talking to the camera. Talking to the camera is just going to give you more confidence, more charisma, and more respect from others. Obviously, I'm not saying they're going to respect you because you're creating content. You will get respect from people who do create content, but you will get a lot of hate from people that don't. And the reason why you get a lot of hate, the people that don't, is because they're insecure about doing this shit. And every time you get hate from whatever reason, whatever you're doing, and the hate always comes from the people below you. It's always hate always comes from somebody who's gave up at what you're doing right now, and he's just, and in order for him to feel good, he talks down on you so he can feel good. And that's the reality. Like every time I'm speaking on camera or I post content, I always get hate from private pages. I don't even know what dude looks like. Fucking private page, insecure motherfucker. So yeah, talking on camera will get a lot of fear out of your fucking butt, your face, your butt. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But oh, and another thing, and this is a must, is have faith in Jesus. And also believe in Jesus, because once you surrender to Jesus, you give your life to Jesus. Yes, life will get harder, but you know somebody's there to hold you accountable, to help you through, and all the weight comes out of you because you know you're human. You know you cannot do this by yourself, and you give most of your problems to Him, and obviously He'll take care of them instead of you having all that weight on you and thinking that you're gonna do it, that you're this big shit, but you're not. You're human. I'm pretty sure you're human if you're watching this video like me. We are nothing like God or Jesus. They could literally do anything, and we can't. And the only thing that we could do is give Him our life, and He will take care of the rest. And also following His guidance, which is also everything in this video. But obviously, with the women part, doesn't mean you have to go up to women and try to smash, because I also fell into that loop where I was just doing it to get laid. I was working out just to get laid. I was getting my bread up, my money up so I could get laid. Once you find God, you find another reason where you're doing everything else. And it's not just to get laid like I was. You're gonna find a better reason, a better purpose to serve others and to serve Him, and being able to be guided by Him and being one of his servants. And our job is to plant seeds, and his job is to continue that seed and grow that seed in his will. So you need to have some a relationship with him. Anybody can. If you're human, you can do it. And I'm also almost a year in surrendering to God. Well, not probably not a whole year, like 8 months. And I wish I would have done it sooner. And it's a lot. Life is a lot harder because you got to stay way more disciplined. You know, somebody above you is watching, and you hold your word to him is more than just your flesh, your desires. And you also got to eat clean and less, because the less food you have in your system, the more you can think, the more confident you can move around, the leaner you are, the less insecure you are, the better overall thinking you have. Because if you eat more and you're eating bullshit, your brain is gonna be clogged up, fogged up. You can't even think straight. You move like shit. You look like shit. Overall, your body is gonna absorb whatever you're eating. So I'm reading a text. My bad, but yeah, the cleaner you eat, the better you are operating and moving around. And it needs to be clean and eat less. By that, you got to track your calories, and also you don't get no dopamine from food, which your dopamine will go into other activities in your day to day, because we all eat for dopamine. We all eat food for pleasure, for for just dopamine. Because if you don't realize, every time you eat like shit, you always feel like shit right after. You never feel amazing. You might have a great energy after you ate like ice cream or some shit, but you're gonna crash the fuck out right after. And that's why you gotta eat clean, because clean, it gives you enough energy to move around, feel amazing, think clear, and you don't have that shitty ass crash. And here, you need to track down everything that you are doing on a day-to-day base. You gotta write down your non-negotiables, which for me, it was I gotta approach 3 women that I find attractive. I gotta set up my goals for today, what I need to get done, how many clients I need to reach out to, how many people I need to have calls with. And this plays based off your situation. Like your journey, your routine is obviously different from mine, because me and you are 2 different people. But if you're also into fitness and you would like to be an online coach, then I guess you could kind of copy me. But you need to find your non-negotiables, which your non-negotiables need to be uncomfortable. You can't say, "Oh, my non-negotiables is I gotta eat pizza. I gotta turn on the TV." Like, it has to be something uncomfortable. And for me, it was approaching 3 girls. That shit was uncomfortable every single day. Taking cold showers every single day. Waking up early every single day. Those are the non-negotiables. And the small little wins, you stack them every single day. The higher your building will get, and the more you build it off stone instead of just building it off sand. Like, it just builds a better structure to your day, and you always write down your regrets, and you always move forward. You always go back and read them, and then the next day you see if those regrets keep popping up, then that's something you got to work on. That is something your brain, yourself, needs to work on. And those regrets are reminders of what the fuck needs to change. And yeah, don't don't start tomorrow. I mean, yeah, start tomorrow or start right now after this video. The longer you wait on doing this shit, the less confident you will become. And the faster you do this, the faster you apply whatever I just said, the quicker in life you're gonna level up. And everything that if you apply everything I put on this video, there's no way you're gonna feel like shit right after. There's no way. I guarantee you that. There's I put all my money into this shit.
Like I could bet, because I've done this shit. Like I said, I've never felt great, and every time that I did feel great in my life, I look back and realize I was doing everything I mentioned on here. And yeah,
If you guys enjoy that video, please feel free to subscribe. Or if you know somebody who needs this video, please send this video to those people that need it. Or if you want to watch more videos about me, learn more about me, there's a lot of videos in my page. And I also upload twice a week or once a week. So you can keep updated with me and also my clients and also my journey. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get it.